Hey beautiful people, how's it going? It's Rashida of Skillfully Sculpted, and I wanted to bring you guys a new fitness video which will showcase 5 different exercises that I feel are the most beneficial for your core. So I just wanted to go through, explain these exercises that I have been including in my workouts and the ones that have shown me the greatest results, and I also wanted to show you a few modifications so that you can incorporate them into your workout routine no matter what fitness level you're on. The only piece of equipment I'll be using today is a weighted ball. If you don't have one, that's fine. You can use a dumbbell or anything that has some weight to it. So that could be a book, a jug of water, a bag of rice, anything that's going to add a little bit of resistance to your workout. So let's go ahead and get to it. The first workout that I have done quite a bit of, and I love to give this one to my clients, are Russian twists. So you don't need the ball for this, but again, it does make it a little bit more difficult when you add it. And all you do with the Russian twist, you lean back slightly, making sure your back stays straight, so you don't want to curve it or arch it, but you want to make sure it's straight, and form about a 45-degree angle at your hips. And all you're going to simply do from here is twist from side to side. I like to aim to make sure my elbow touches the ground so I can get a full twist with every move. To make it more difficult, you can take the feet up off of the ground and continue with the motion, really making sure that you use your core to control your whole move and that you don't wobble or fall. And again, if you need to make it a little bit easier, you cannot hold on to the ball. You can keep your feet on the ground and then you can simply twist just like that. Rotational movements are really, really good for working your core because it causes you to engage all of the muscles. So it's really good to try and add something that's going to cause you to rotate in some way, and a few more of the exercises that I talk about are going to add that movement as well. The second move is a vertical leg crunch. So laying down, similar to a vertical crunch, simple just like this, but the only difference is we're going to take one leg down. We're not going to lay it all the way down on the mat or on the ground, but you're going to keep it slightly elevated off of the floor. And then you're going to reach up to touch the toe of that extended leg. So coming from here, reaching up to touch the toe, making sure you keep that leg elevated off of the ground, and reaching all the way up. So this is a really good one because not only are you getting that crunching movement from reaching up for your toe, but you also have to make sure that your lower abs are engaged to maintain the elevation of that other leg. So you would go through and do your desired amount of reps reaching up for one leg, switch to the other, and then that would count as one set. So that's not 2 sets, that's 1. You would have to do it all over again for your second set. The next exercise that I love, and this one you can use a weighted ball if you'd like, are jackknife crunches. So coming down again, laying, keeping those feet out in front, and taking the arms and extending them overhead, you're going to bring the arms and the legs to meet in the center. So coming up from here, you're going to bring the arms and the legs, bring them towards the center, and then bring it back down. When you come down, don't let the arms and legs lay on the ground. Take them slightly above, and then bring them right back into the center. So again, keeping them elevated, and then come up. So this one, you don't need a weighted ball. You can do it without. And then to add difficulty to it, you can throw the ball in and not only use it for more resistance, but you can place it in between your legs and then go back down through the movement and then come up, grab that ball, and keep going. So you would keep going throughout that motion and switching the ball with each move. So that one certainly can be a bit challenging, but again, it has great results to it, and it's definitely one that I've seen that has helped me to really shape and sculpt my entire core. So jackknife crunches with or without the medicine ball, and then with that ball transfer from arm to leg. The next one I like, another rotational movement, a very, very common move, and this one has actually been dubbed as one of the best abdominal exercises that you can include in your workout, are bicycles. So very, very common, very popular. I'm sure everybody has heard of them at one point. So bicycles, simply, you're going to move your legs as though you were actually on a bike, and then you're going to add in the movement of your upper body by bringing the opposite elbow
to opposite arm, or excuse me, to opposite knee. And you're going to keep going. So you want to make sure that you're not going through this move too quickly. So you don't want it to look like this. Because what you're going to do is you're really going to take the quality out of the move. And you're going to forget to make sure you're controlling the movement. You're going to forget to make sure that you're really getting that crunch each time you bring the elbow to the knee. So you want to really lift the shoulder blades off of the ground and even aim to bring that elbow outside of the knee so that you can add a little bit more difficulty to it. And what I also like to do is with each crunch, I like to pause for a little bit. So take it out and hold it, and then bring it and hold. And then hold and hold. Again, with that leg being elevated, you're working the lower abs. That twisting movement is engaging more of your core muscles, and you're also hitting your obliques. So bicycles are a wonderful, wonderful core exercise to add into your routine. And last, but certainly not least, another one that's also fairly popular are planks. And I want to show you guys a few different variations of the plank that can add some difficulties to it as well, and definitely allow you to work your core some more. So of course, just a quick refresher, I'll show you what the basic plank looks like. You have the forearm plank coming down, making sure you keep a nice straight line all the way through to your heels. And then you can also do this with extended arms if it's a little bit more easier for you at this point. So coming back down into your plank, I like to turn them into jumping jack planks. So holding it right here and then jumping those feet as though you were doing a jumping jack. So taking them out and in. Again, making sure the core stays contracted, taking those feet out and in, nice and controlled. Not only are you going to be working the core with that, but you're also working your legs, you're working your hips, and then with planks overall, no matter what form of plank you're doing, you're going to notice that you're working your shoulders, you're going to feel it in your upper arms, you're going to feel it in your forearms, all of that, because you have to make sure that the whole body is engaged to make sure that you're maintaining the form of that exercise. So planks, no matter the form, are good. So, no matter the type, are good. So those are jumping jack planks. I also like to add in planks with a leg lift. So coming back into your plank position, and then simply doing just that, lifting one leg. So you can do 5, 10, 15, however many you desire. So we'll start with the left leg. Coming up, we'll do 10. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And from here, you would just bring that leg down and switch to the other side. Still keeping your core engaged, still making sure that you're watching your form. Don't let your stomach sink in. Don't let your butt start to come up, and really using the strength of your arms to hold you in that position. Again, you can do it with extended arms. Same thing. You do your 10 on one leg and then switch and do 10. Always making sure to watch your form. And then last but not least is a plank where one arm and one leg is lifted. So it would be the opposite arm and the opposite leg elevated into the air. So you would have less to balance on, requiring much more control than your normal plank. So coming down, and I'm going to lift my left arm and my right leg. So you would go ahead, take one leg up and one arm up and hold it right here. Definitely a more difficult form of this pose, or this exercise. But with practice, you can certainly make it here. And then if you need to make it a little bit more difficult, you can come up with the extended arm. So coming up, holding it here, and lifting. And then you can also bring one leg down onto the knee, and then hold it here. So whatever level of fitness you're on, you can definitely modify the plank to work best for you. So those are the 5 different core exercises that I have found to be the most beneficial for me. I definitely love to switch them up. I really don't have a set order as to how I do them. I may just do 15 here, then I'll do a set of another exercise and do another 15 of that core exercise, and then switch and just kind of play with it so it's always something new and fresh that I can say I did for my workout. So underneath the video, I included a few different combinations of these core exercises that you can add to your workout routine, and hopefully you find the best combination that will help you to bring out your core and slim down your waist as you may desire. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to another video. Bye.